Hey guys, it's Sarah. I hope you're doing well. Michelle contacted me today and asked if I could give some insight into how to make um, a Google Doc for each student in Google Classroom. So I'm gonna just do a fake one here for you. I'm in Fitzgerald's Google Classroom for STEM. Let's say I wanted to do like a Google Doc that had questions on it and have them answer the questions, or it can even just be a blank Google Doc that you give them directions for and then they can respond however. But I would go into my drive and I would create a new Google Doc. And I'm just going to pretend that this is called reading responses. I can even put a date there, March 24th. And then I could give them the directions right on there, and I could say, here's question 1, what was the name of so on and so forth. I can make this Google Doc however I want it to be, and I've saved it as reading responses March 24th. So now I go into STEM Fitzgerald, and I go to classwork at the top, and I'm going to create an assignment. I'm going to call it reading responses March 24th. Here's where I can type, please read chapter 2 and answer the questions in this document. Remember to use complete sentences and proper punctuation. So I have my title, I have my instructions. I can make due dates, so like they have to have it turned in by a certain date. I usually just leave it all open. And then I come down here and I click add. I get that document out of my Google Drive, so it's the most recent thing called reading responses. And then over here where it says students can view file, I come down to make a copy for each student. And then when I do that, I can assign it. And I'll show you how it shows up in the classroom. If I go back to STEM Fitzgerald, it says that I've posted a new assignment. It shows up right here. If the kids click on it, it will have their work and they can make a copy of it. But now I have, as you can see, every kid in her class. If they work on it, I can click it. I can sort them. They can turn it in when they're finished. If they turn it in, they can't edit it. So once they're finished, there's a button on their end that says turn in. And when they turn it in, they can't edit that. I have a couple of other assignments that I'll show you in classwork. Like when we did the Scribblebots. It shows that I've assigned it, and then it shows 2 of them turned it in and 19 of them didn't, but I can now go in and see those students. If I wanted to see the people that turned it in, I can even give it a grade. She would not be able to edit this once she's turned it into you. So a lot of times I just tell them not to turn it in. That way they can continue to work on it if they need to, especially for this case, this distance learning. But again, here you can do a grade, you can do private comments. I can return it to her and she can make corrections, but all of that happens under classwork. And it will pop up on your feed right here for them to actually see. And there are all the directions that came with it. If you have any questions, shoot me a text, give me a call. I am around, I'm in town, and I'm happy to help. Hope that makes sense.